There's a power within you that you may not even realize you hold. It's a power greater than talent, stronger than circumstance, and deeper than any setback you've faced. This power lives in the way you see yourself. It's the lens through which you view your strengths, your weaknesses, your potential, and your purpose. Today, let's talk about shifting that lens, adjusting it, sharpening the focus, because if you can change the way you see yourself, you can change the entire trajectory of your life. Maybe you've looked in the mirror and felt that sinking feeling of not being enough. Maybe you've believed you're not smart enough, strong enough, talented enough, or that somehow you're simply not cut out for greatness. That mindset, that narrative you've been holding on to, is a lie. It's a story you didn't write, yet it's been played in your mind over and over until it feels true. Today is the day to rewrite that story. Imagine yourself a year from now, 5 years, 10 years looking back on this moment and realizing it was the turning point. Imagine looking back and thinking, that was the day I finally chose to see myself differently. Because when you change the way you see yourself, you'll no longer be held captive by your doubts. You'll start seeing the abilities that have always been there, the potential that's waiting for you to tap into, and the purpose that's been calling to you all along. The world outside can be harsh. There are critics, there are obstacles, there are challenges we have to overcome. But the greatest battle, the one that determines who you'll become, is the battle within yourself. When you doubt yourself, you're not just doubting your ability, you're doubting your value, your worth. And that doubt, that self-criticism, can stop you from even trying, from taking that first step, from putting yourself out there. So how do we change the way we see ourselves? It starts with acknowledging that those doubts and insecurities are only as real as you allow them to be. Yes, they might have come from experiences or from things people have said, but they don't define you. You have the choice, right now, to decide who you are and who you're going to be. Think about the people who inspire you, the people you admire. What is it about them that stands out? It's not just their success, their talent, or their accomplishments. It's their belief in themselves, their resilience, their ability to keep going even when it's hard. That ability is within you too. You have everything you need to start becoming the person you want to be. But it starts with seeing yourself as worthy, as capable, as someone with something unique to offer. You're going to have moments when you stumble, when you make mistakes, when things don't go as planned. That's life. But if you can look at those moments and still choose to see yourself as strong, as capable, as someone who can learn and grow, then you're unstoppable. Those moments become stepping stones, not roadblocks. Each time you push forward, despite the doubts, despite the setbacks, you build a little more confidence. And confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about knowing that, no matter what happens, you'll keep moving forward. You've got to get comfortable with failure. I know that sounds strange, but failure isn't the end. Failure is feedback. It's life's way of teaching you, of pushing you, of preparing you for what's next. But if you let every failure define you, if you let every mistake make you feel less capable, you're missing the point. You're not meant to be perfect. You're meant to learn, to grow, to evolve. So see yourself as someone who's growing, not someone who's good or bad at something. You're a work in progress, and every experience, every challenge, every setback is just one more brushstroke on the canvas of who you're becoming. Start talking to yourself the way you would talk to a friend. If a friend came to you, feeling discouraged, feeling unsure, would you criticize them? Would you tell them they're not good enough? Of course not. You'd encourage them. You'd remind them of their strengths, of everything they have going for them. Do that for yourself. Be your own biggest supporter, your own cheerleader. When you're tempted to tear yourself down, to dwell on your flaws or mistakes, choose to speak to yourself with compassion, with encouragement, with belief. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. You can choose to see yourself through the eyes of your doubts, your insecurities, your past. Or you can choose to see yourself through the eyes of possibility. What kind of person do you want to be? What dreams do you want to chase? What legacy do you want to leave? Don't let the past define you. Let it guide you. Let it teach you, but don't let it limit you. You have strengths you haven't even discovered yet. You have potential that's waiting to be unlocked, but you have to believe in it first. You have to see yourself as capable of doing great things. Because when you believe in yourself, when you see yourself as capable, as deserving of success, you're not just changing your mindset, you're changing your reality. Imagine what your life could look like if you stopped holding yourself back. Imagine what you could achieve if you let go of those limiting beliefs, if you decided, once and for all, that you are worthy of everything you desire. Imagine waking up every day, not with dread or fear, but with excitement, with purpose, with the feeling that you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you're meant to do. This isn't just about positive thinking. This is about redefining your relationship with yourself. Choosing to see yourself as someone who's capable of growth, of transformation, of achieving things you once thought were impossible. This is about taking control of your life and saying, I'm going to be the best version of myself. So, make that choice. Starting today, choose to see yourself as strong, as resilient, as capable. Choose to see your mistakes as stepping stones, your failures as lessons, and your challenges as opportunities. Choose to believe in your potential, to see yourself as someone who is constantly learning, growing, evolving. You have greatness within you. The world is waiting for you to realize it. It's waiting for you to step into your power, to embrace your potential, to live a life that's true to who you are. But the journey begins with you. It begins with how you see yourself, with the story you tell yourself every day. Rewrite that story. Change the way you see yourself. And when you do, you'll be amazed at what you're capable of achieving. When you start seeing yourself in a new light, it will feel uncomfortable at first. You'll feel resistance and maybe even disbelief because you're challenging years, maybe decades of self-doubt and negative self-talk. But remember this. Discomfort is a sign of growth. Just like a seed has to break through the soil, you'll need to break through old beliefs to reach the light of your potential. Each time you push through that discomfort, you're one step closer to the person you're destined to become. Think about the times when you felt alive, when you felt unstoppable, even if it was just for a moment. Maybe it was during a personal achievement, a small victory, or a time when you felt loved, appreciated, or inspired. Those moments are glimpses of your true self, the self that's not weighed down by doubt or insecurity. Hold on to those moments because they are proof of who you can be every single day. They are reminders that there is a version of you who is confident, strong, capable, and worthy. Now, there will be people who doubt you. There will be situations that challenge you and setbacks that make you question if you're on the right path. But every successful person you admire has faced moments of doubt, moments when it would have been easier to give up. The difference is that they didn't let those moments define them. They used them as fuel. They let the doubts, the critics, and the challenges make them stronger. They understood that greatness isn't handed to you, it's earned through resilience, through persistence, through the determination to keep going no matter what. Changing the way you see yourself isn't a one-time decision. It's a commitment you make every day. Every time you catch yourself doubting your abilities, every time you feel like you're not enough, you have to remind yourself that these thoughts are just noise. They're echoes of a past version of you, a version that didn't fully understand the power you hold. And each time you push past that noise, you silence it a little more, until one day it's nothing more than a faint whisper that no longer controls you. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about peeling back the layers of doubt, fear, and insecurity to reveal the real you. The you who is brave enough to chase dreams, to take risks, to believe in a future that's brighter than anything you've experienced so far. The you who understands that life is about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just for you but for everyone around you. Because when you change the way you see yourself, you inspire others to do the same. You become a light in a world that desperately needs more people who believe in themselves, who believe in what's possible. Ask yourself, what would my life look like if I fully believed in myself? What goals would you pursue? What dreams would you chase? Who would you become if you stripped away all the doubt, all the fear? That life you're imagining isn't a fantasy. It's within reach. It's waiting for you to step into it, to claim it, to take ownership of who you are and who you're going to be. But you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to face your fears, to confront the parts of yourself that make you uncomfortable. You have to be willing to fail, to stumble, to fall down, and to get back up again. And each time you rise, you'll see yourself a little differently. You'll start to see the strength, the resilience, the courage that's been within you all along. You'll start to realize that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. People often say, believe in yourself, but they don't tell you how. Belief in yourself doesn't come from thin air. It's built brick by brick, action by action, choice by choice. It comes from proving to yourself, again and again, that you're capable of more than you thought. It comes from taking risks, from stepping out of your comfort zone, from choosing growth over safety. Each time you do something that challenges you, each time you take a step forward even when you're scared, you're building that belief. And over time, that belief becomes unshakable. You won't need validation from others. You won't need anyone to tell you you're good enough because you'll know it deep down in your bones. You'll carry that knowledge with you, and it will guide you, strengthen you, empower you. You'll become unstoppable, not because you're perfect or fearless, but because you've decided that nothing, not even your own doubts, will hold you back. So start today. Start seeing yourself as someone who's worthy of success, of happiness, of love. Start seeing yourself as someone who's capable of making a difference, of creating a life you're proud of. Start seeing yourself as someone who doesn't give up, who doesn't back down, who keeps moving forward no matter what. Because that's who you are, even if you don't fully see it yet. That strength, that resilience, that power, it's all within you, waiting for you to embrace it. Remember, you are not defined by your past. You are not defined by your mistakes or your failures. You are defined by the choices you make today, by the actions you take, by the way you choose to see yourself. And today, you have the power to choose a new perspective, a new vision for your life. You have the power to let go of the limitations you've placed on yourself and to step into a future that's filled with possibility. This is your life. This is your journey, and you deserve to live it as the best version of yourself. So take a deep breath, look in the mirror, and start seeing the person who's been there all along, the person who's ready to take on the world, to chase dreams, to overcome obstacles, and to make an impact. Change the way you see yourself, and you'll change the world around you. And as you stand on the edge of this journey, understand that this is just the beginning. You are at the starting line of a life that you're going to shape day by day, through every choice, every action, every thought you allow into your mind. Think of today as the foundation. You're building something, and it may not look perfect or complete right away, but with every step you take, you're adding strength, depth, and beauty to the life you're creating. Don't be afraid of the unknown. The unknown is where growth happens. It's where you discover who you are, not just the version of you that's comfortable or familiar, but the version that's capable of so much more. When you venture into the unknown, you're not stepping into darkness, you're stepping into a future filled with possibilities that haven't yet come into focus. Each moment of uncertainty, every challenge, every new experience is a chance to shape yourself, to build resilience, to discover strengths you didn't know you had. It's okay if you don't have all the answers. Life isn't about having everything figured out. It's about moving forward, even when you're unsure, even when you're scared. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to stumble, but that's part of the process. Each mistake is a lesson. Each setback is a setup for a comeback. So don't be afraid of failing. Be afraid of standing still, of letting fear dictate your life, of letting doubt hold you back from the things you're truly capable of achieving. There will be days when it feels difficult, days when you question everything, when you wonder if it's all worth it. Those are the days that will test you, and they're the days that will define you. Because it's easy to move forward when things are going well, when the path is clear and the sun is shining. But real growth, real transformation, happens in the moments of struggle, in the moments when you feel like giving up. Those are the moments when you have to dig deep to find that inner strength, to remind yourself of why you started, of the vision you have for yourself, of the person you're becoming. Remember, you are stronger than any obstacle. more resilient than any setback, and more capable than any doubt that enters your mind. You have everything you need within you to create a life filled with purpose, passion, and fulfillment. But it's up to you to tap into that potential, to believe in yourself even when it's hard, to keep going even when the road gets tough. You're not just walking this path for yourself. You're walking it for everyone who's watching you, everyone who's inspired by you, everyone who will look to you and see what's possible. When you start seeing yourself differently, the world will respond. People will notice the change in you, the confidence, the determination, the quiet strength that comes from knowing who you are and what you're capable of. And the opportunities that once seemed out of reach will start to come your way. Doors will open, people will take notice, and life will begin to reflect the belief you've built within yourself. This isn't magic, it's the natural result of aligning your thoughts, actions, and beliefs with the vision you have for your life. Stay committed to this journey. When things get tough, when doubts creep in, when you feel like you're not making progress, remind yourself of the long game. True change takes time. Transformation is a process, and it's the consistency, the commitment, the willingness to keep showing up that will ultimately make the difference. Don't rush it, don't force it, but trust it. Trust that every small step, every positive thought, every act of courage is moving you closer to the life you're meant to live. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about choosing every day to become a little better, a little stronger, a little wiser. Some days will be harder than others, and that's okay. Progress isn't always visible. Sometimes the growth is happening beneath the surface in ways you can't see or measure. But know that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Every time you choose to believe in yourself, to keep going, to face another day with courage, you're winning. Think about the person you want to be a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Hold that vision in your mind and let it guide you. Let it be the light that keeps you moving forward on the darkest days. That person, that future version of you, is not a fantasy. It's a possibility, a reality that's waiting for you to step into. And the only thing standing between you and that person is your willingness to keep going, to keep believing, to keep pushing forward no matter what. And here's the truth. You're going to look back on this moment, on this journey, and you'll be grateful. You'll be grateful for every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt. Because each of those moments is shaping you, preparing you, strengthening you. They're making you into the person who can handle the success, the fulfillment, the life you're working toward. So embrace it, all the highs, the lows, the victories, the failures. It's all part of the story you're writing, the story that only you can tell. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Take that first step, then take another and keep going. Your future self is waiting for you, cheering you on, proud of the strength, the resilience, the courage you're showing today. And one day, you'll look back and you'll realize that the journey was worth every struggle, every doubt, every hard-fought step forward. The extraordinary life you dream of is not some distant fantasy, it's within reach. You hold the pen to your story, and each decision, each moment of resilience, each act of courage brings that vision closer. Embrace the journey, not as a series of tasks to get through, but as a process of growth and discovery. Every day you wake up, you have a new chance to redefine who you are, to align a little closer with the person you aspire to be. You might feel the weight of other people's expectations, their opinions, the pressure to fit into boxes they've created for you. But remember, this is your life. You don't owe anyone the version of yourself they expect. You owe yourself authenticity, truth, and the courage to be exactly who you are. People might try to limit you, to tell you what you're capable of, but no one knows the depth of your potential. Only you know the dreams that tug at your heart, the vision that lights you up from within. Only you can decide how high you're going to reach. As you continue this journey, start embracing the power of self-compassion. You'll have days when you feel like you've taken a step backward, days when your inner critic is loud, days when the doubts seem stronger than your dreams. On those days, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion and encouragement you'd offer a friend. Understand that setbacks don't define you. They refine you. They're moments of learning, of recalibrating, of growing. The journey to change how you see yourself isn't linear. It's filled with ups and downs, but every part of it is essential. Every part of it is molding you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Think of yourself as a masterpiece in progress. You're not meant to be complete, to have everything figured out. Growth is a lifelong journey. Every year, every season of life brings new insights, new strengths, new opportunities to redefine what's possible. When you view yourself as a work in progress, you allow yourself to make mistakes, to learn, to adapt. You free yourself from the pressure to have all the answers, and you open up space for curiosity, for wonder, for the possibility that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is the freedom to evolve, to change, to pursue new dreams, to let go of old ones that no longer serve you. Life isn't a straight path. It's a winding journey with detours, surprises, and unexpected turns. Embrace each twist and turn as part of the experience, part of the growth, part of what makes your journey unique. The people who truly care about you will support your evolution, your growth. And those who don't, they're not part of the vision, and that's okay. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need to believe in yourself. There's a profound power in the way you choose to see yourself, a power that ripples out into every part of your life. It shapes your relationships, your career, your health, your happiness. When you see yourself as strong, capable, worthy, you attract opportunities, people, and experiences that align with that vision. The energy you bring to life is reflected back to you. When you operate from a place of self-belief, of unshakable confidence, the world responds. You'll find doors opening that you never imagined, connections forming that uplift you, paths appearing that align perfectly with your dreams. Every day is a blank canvas, a new opportunity to create a life that feels authentic and meaningful to you. Don't hold back. Don't let fear or doubt keep you from showing up fully. The world needs people who are passionate, who are driven, who are willing to take risks to make a difference. And you, with your unique strengths, your perspective, your experiences, have something to offer that no one else can. This is your time. Embrace it. Embrace every moment, every challenge, every triumph. Let go of what doesn't serve you, whether it's self-doubt, fear, or other people's expectations. You have a purpose that is uniquely yours, a journey that is filled with potential. And the beautiful thing is you don't have to have it all figured out to take the next step. You just need the courage to believe in yourself, to trust the process, to keep going even when the path isn't clear. So, take a deep breath, look within, and let go of any limiting beliefs holding you back. Stand tall. Face the world with the knowledge that you are capable, resilient, and worthy. You are more than enough. And with each step forward, you're rewriting your story, creating a life that reflects the power, the beauty, and the limitless potential that lies within you. The journey of transformation is an endless horizon, and each day, each choice, and each belief brings you closer to the life you're meant to live. There is something deeply powerful in this realization. You're not chasing someone else's dreams. You're crafting your own. When you embrace this, life becomes an adventure, not a destination. Every twist and turn becomes an opportunity, a new chapter in the story of who you are becoming. Think about it, every setback you face is a stepping stone, every challenge a doorway to growth. Instead of dreading obstacles, learn to welcome them as teachers, as opportunities to strengthen your resolve. Some of the most profound lessons come wrapped in struggle, in moments when you're forced to dig deeper, to find resilience you didn't know you had. It's through these moments that you come to understand what it means to be unbreakable, to have a spirit that cannot be defeated. There's a common misconception that confidence is something you're either born with or you're not. But confidence, real, lasting confidence, is built. It's built every time you choose courage over fear, every time you step forward in faith, even when the path isn't clear. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's the understanding that you can face your fears and keep moving forward. And every time you do, you become a little stronger, a little braver, a little more unstoppable. Changing the way you see yourself means realizing that you are not the mistakes of your past. You are not the doubts that creep in late at night. You are not the negative voices that have tried to tell you what you can or cannot be. You are a soul, full of potential, full of dreams that are yours for a reason. Those dreams are the seeds of your future, planted deep within you, waiting for the courage, the faith, and the effort to bring them to life. Imagine yourself as a tree, rooted deeply in strength and self-belief. There will be storms, winds that try to break you, rains that try to drown you. But with each challenge, your roots grow deeper, your branches stretch higher, and you become more resilient. Life's challenges are not here to break you, they're here to build you, to help you discover the unshakable foundation that exists within. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you you're good enough. You don't have to wait for permission to chase your dreams. You are your own permission. You are your own motivation. The power has always been within you, and now it's time to claim it. When you begin to see yourself as someone who deserves success, love, happiness, and fulfillment, you naturally attract those things into your life. The energy you put out is the energy that finds its way back to you. Don't hold back. Don't settle. Don't allow fear to dictate your choices. Live in a way that honors who you are and what you're capable of. When you look in the mirror, see the person you are today and the person you are becoming. Every time you look at yourself, remind yourself that you are a work in progress and a masterpiece at the same time. Growth never ends, but neither does the beauty and worth you hold in this moment. Life will continue to offer opportunities to test your vision, to see if you truly believe in the person you're becoming. Embrace these tests. They're not setbacks, they're stepping stones. Each challenge is a reminder of your strength, your resilience, your ability to rise above. And every time you rise, you're rewriting the story of who you are, of what you can accomplish. The power to change your life is and always has been in your hands. It doesn't belong to anyone else, not to your circumstances, not to your past, not to the opinions of others. It's yours, and the moment you fully embrace this, you'll realize that the life you want is within your reach. It's waiting for you to step forward, to claim it, to believe in it with everything you have. So start today. Start with a single step, a single thought, a single belief that you are worthy, capable, and ready to live the life you dream of. Trust that each small action is building towards something extraordinary. Believe that your dreams are possible, that your goals are achievable, and that you are more than enough to make it happen. This is the moment. This is your life. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't hold back for another day. Live boldly, dream passionately, and walk forward with the knowledge that you are capable of greatness. The world is waiting for you, the real you, the you that is free from doubt, full of courage, and ready to make an impact. Change the way you see yourself, and you'll change everything. Embrace your strength, your vision, your purpose. The life you want is already on its way, drawn to you by the power of your belief, your effort, your unwavering commitment to become the best version of yourself.